Hi, everybody. I'm Chip Taylor, and I am here with my great cohorts, Tony Mercadante. I met him back in the 80s playing with a great group called Street Kid, so I've been following him ever since, and we hooked up in the last bunch of years and been playing together, and it's great for me. And my other friends, we've been playing since the early 70s. He's also played with a bunch of other famous people, including Randy Newman and Bonnie Raitt, but he's most famous for playing with Van Morrison, Moondance, Domino, all those things, Philosopher's Stone, touring with him for all those years. That bastard, he should have could have been with me. But played a lot of shows with me, and we're together all the time. So, yeah, I have a new album out called Whiskey Salesman. Look at this, we're in this with all these wine barrels, and the whiskey barrels look very similar. Anyway, Whiskey Salesman will be out shortly, but it will be there on the 27th when we play the Loft, and I hope that hope some of you guys can come and say hi to us. Okay, here we go, Whiskey Salesman. Once I was a whiskey salesman, that's true. For a while I got a job cutting flowers. When I got on the stage, I could play and sing for hours. Then the horses came along. They seemed to like me. And didn't I love the horses? Now some ran crooked, some ran straight sometimes. One I bet on didn't cross the finish line till 8:15. I was in my formative years of learning how to do this stuff. And I learned about an acting teacher named Josh Shelley. Folks said he could pick fast horses as good as any. Josh said he'd teach me all he knew if I sat by his side and kept my mouth shut. So I kept my mouth shut. I was good at that. It is funny how you can learn more by keeping your mouth shut than by talking. Long and short of it was, I became a very good handicapper. I was, this is back in the time when I was writing my hit songs, when I wrote I Can't Let Go, Any Way That You Want Me, Angel of the Morning, Wild Thing. I was also doing another thing. I was making bets every day with my bookie, Meyer Lansky. And Meyer Lansky had a runner named George. And Monday would be the day he would pay or collect, and he always came with a smile on his face. And I didn't really know why the heck he had a smile on his face, because according to my records, I beat him 53 out of 56 times. And when I told him that, he said, the reason I'm smiling, Chip, he said, because our boss is a very smart guy. After the third week that you beat our brains out, he told the boys to take as much as I bet, multiply it by 10, and bet it with the other bookies across town and at the racetrack. He said, you are in fact one of our best customers. So I will tell you right now how I did it, how to handicap. There's certain rules, and there are life lessons as well. So here we go. Always do your homework. Work hard to find the truth. And if a horse you bet on doesn't run a good race, don't put the blame on anybody else but you. Don't go making excuses like the jockey didn't even try. Losers say that. Check your figures, check your facts, find out the real reason why. Why? What a word, why. Can you just picture that word, why? There's not a better word in the English language than that word. How come? Why is that? People who don't ask questions like that don't know anything. Don't trust them. Why is important? 2, 3. And tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? Make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. Can't help but love you till the day that I die. Tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? John Fazani. I'm going to speak mostly to the men now. If you learn to be a good handicapper, horse race handicapper, maybe it's time you started handicapping the women. And one you're with doesn't treat you right, maybe you should trade her in for a good one. One that always makes you feel good when the tough days go by. And then when we play on March 27th, my wife will be sitting right in front of me. I'll look at her. That's the way she is. She makes me feel good when the tough days go by. Never asking questions like why. You ready, boys? 1, 2, 3. Tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why, make you cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. Can't help but love you till the day that I die. Tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why, Johnny. Once I was a whiskey salesman, and I got a job cutting flowers. And when I finally got up on the stage, they hooted. I could play and sing and talk and talk and talk for hours. That's our sound man, Ehud. What a great guy. Thank you, Ehud. Here's a song for my wife. I wrote this song, actually, I was working on a Friday night, and she was supposed to see me Saturday because I had some big thing to do, and I said, Joan, I'm missing you too much, I'm coming up. And she said, no, do your work, and I'll see you tomorrow, we'll have a good time. So I wrote this chorus, put my pen down, put the paper down, went over, ran through the rain, and got to the station and said, Joan, pick me up in 35 minutes. We had a hell of a night, and I wrote a song about it. Here's for you, Joan. And I love you today as much as anybody could love somebody, could love somebody. And I love you today as much as anybody could love somebody. I love you. I ran through the rain to Grand Central Station, caught the 517 up to White Plains just to see you again. I locked myself in the bathroom, not on purpose, just fumbled it up, until somebody said, pull the handicap lever on the left, and it opened me up just in time to see you waiting in the car, love light shining in your eyes. Why, I love you. And I love you today as much as anybody could love somebody, could love somebody. I love you today as much as anybody could love somebody. I love you. Johnny. We met Chuck and Mary. We all went to dinner at Rudy's place. Sat in the far corner on the left, 'cause it's quiet there and Chuck's half deaf. Chuck started talking about his brother Ed. I was holding your hand. Oh, it's good to have friends, whatever shape that they're in. today as much as anybody could love somebody, could love somebody. Oh, I love you today as much as anybody loves somebody. I love you. Now it's the very next day, and I'm waiting for you to come down to New York. I put my guitar away, and we'll go paint the town, of course. And we will do all our painting 2 blocks away at Parnell's bar. Oh, there you are. I'll be right down. And I love you today as much as anybody love somebody. That must be Joan on the phone. Could love somebody. I love you today as much as anybody could love somebody. John, tell Joan I said hello. I love you. Those couple of songs you just heard were from the new album called Whiskey Salesman. I love this album, and it's got some of my favorite things in it, and it will be available on March 27th when we play the Loft. And here's another song from it. A lot of people talk about New York and how cold and tough town it is, and for me, it's one of the most good-hearted towns in the world. You walk down 3rd Avenue or 2nd Avenue, you'll see the nicest things happening to people on the side. And this next song was inspired by some of that stuff. Some hearts just blast right through it. Some hearts, they just can't do it. Some hearts, they need extra grace from some smiling face, a warm and tender, gentle face, someone they know. And when it's time for turkey, wrapped presents under the tree, some hearts, they need extra time, find their peace of mind, a gentle hand, the loving kind, warm to the touch. There you go. Now I'm thinking about an old lady walking across 3rd Avenue on a walker, and her nurse with her. And I remember when she got to the other side, there were 5 guys helping her get on the sidewalk. And then another time, I remember watching a lady in a wheelchair in the rain, trying to get someplace alongside the cars, in the road. And some young guy just ran after her and put an umbrella over her head. That's New York. New York kindness. Some hearts, they blast right through it. Some hearts, they just can't do it. Some hearts, they need extra time to find their peace of mind, a gentle hand, the loving kind, warm to the touch. All right. John just suggested we do this one. This is another one from the new album. I said, why not? Okay. I love to be with my wife. And it's not just the being at a place or coming from a place. One of my favorite things is to be with her as we're going. And I like riding, sitting next to you on a plane. I like riding, sitting next to you on a train. I don't care where we're going to, as long as I'm sitting next to you. Oh, I like riding, sitting next to you on a plane. Something about the motion of the rolling of the ocean as we're heading for a piece of the sky. Something about the railroad tracks, the memory of the clickety-clack and watching the clouds go by. I like riding, sitting next to you on a plane. I like riding, sitting next to you on a train. I don't care where we're coming from if I'm next to you. Here comes the sun. I like riding, sitting next to you on a train. One of the nice things about this new album is that it's got videos for every song, and there's a DVD in the album, so you can watch them all. And in that particular one, is Joni and I going up in the sky, and you see Joan's hand holding on to mine. It's so sweet. So a lot of nice things. Okay, let's go back to the. Remember I told you about the gambling and how I used to. Meyer Lansky was my bookie. Well, I also wrote songs then too. I didn't just bet horses. And I'll play a couple of hits from that period of time. And here's one of them. And it's got some beautiful versions of this song been recorded. But I just always want to call attention to the first one that my partner Al Gorgoni and I produced with Evie Sands. And the record went bankrupt the week it shipped, and it went #1 every place it was played. It would have been the first big hit. So here's the great Evie Sands. But Merrily Rush did a good one. Juice Newton did a good one. They all did great ones. There'll be no strings to bind your hands, not if my love can't bind your heart. And there's no need to take a stand. It was I who chose to start. And I see no need to take me home. I'm old enough to face the dawn. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Then slowly turn. Maybe the sun's light will be dimmed, and it won't matter If morning's echo says we've sinned, honey, it was what we needed now. And if we're victims of the night, I won't be blinded by the light. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Then slowly turn away. I won't beg you to stay. Through the tears, honey, of the days. Of the sweet, sweet day of the years, baby. Oh, my baby, just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning. Okay. Back before, just before I wrote Angel of the Morning, actually I got started as a country and western singer, and then all of a sudden had some success doing that with Bobby Bear cutting one of my songs, and Waylon Jennings and Willie and Johnny Cash ended up doing one. But then I started writing some rock and roll songs, and I wrote this one. This is just before Angel of the Morning, and I always want to call attention to what a great record the Trogs did of this. Reg Presley and the Boys, maybe the first punk record of all time. Sounded very much like my demo. And if it wasn't for Reg's record, Jimi Hendrix would never have done this song, because Jimmy loved Reg's record. And the record now is in the Grammy Hall of Fame, and it's deservedly so. They were a great unheralded group. Okay, and so here's the way I wrote it. 2, 3, 4. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. Wild thing, I think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. So come on and hold me tight. I love you, wild thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. Rip it up, John Platania. think you move me. But I wanna know for sure. Come on, hold me tight. You move me, wild thing, yeah. You make my heart sing, make everything groovy. Come on, come on, come on, wild thing, shake it. You look so good, girl. Oh, come on, 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 wild thing. Shake it one time for me, baby. The great John Platania, the great Tony Mercadante. We will see you March 27th at the Loft. We hope. Thanks, David.